Good evening, everybody. Match 22 of the 1987 Cricket World Cup was played today at Delhi. It was the match between Kenya and India. India looking for a win that would boost their hopes of finishing top of Group 1. Kenya looking for respectability after a desperately disappointing performance with a bat so far this tournament. And Kenya won the toss on a dry, dusty pitch and they elected to bat first. We all felt that was the correct decision, and this is the outcome of what was a pretty entertaining match in the end. Sorry, I've got that wrong. You didn't see that. Pretty entertaining match in the end. I mean, India's catching was really poor. They dropped 3 catches as Kenya went at 6 and over for the first 20 overs. They sort of dragged it out in the last 20 overs, but Kenya 264 for 6 in their 50 overs, their highest ever score against Test playing opposition in the World Cup. India's bowling in this World Cup has not been convincing whatsoever, and that is why Pakistan are the favourites ahead of India. You just feel that if there's a weakness, it's definitely their batting. They got off to a really poor start. They were 3 for 46 at one stage. Kenya, we were all starting to think they could get bowled out for 150 here, but a wonderful partnership of 100, a 4th wicket stand of 115 runs in about 23 overs from Timish Mira and Colin Zubaya was absolutely superb. There was also a little knock from Adoyo at the end. 4 for Morris Aruma, Amish Obanga, 10, 16 for David Obaya. Brilliant 72 of just 70 deliveries from Tamish Mira. His innings was absolutely superb. 35 of 36 deliveries for Thomas Adoyo. 4 for Ravinder Patel, and Jimmy Commander got 2 not out towards the end. Look at that though, 99 not out off 118 balls for Colin Zubaya. That was a really, really special innings for Colin Zubaya. Agonisingly close for what would have been the first 100 by a Kenyan batsman in World Cup cricket. And 264 for 6 we felt was a very competitive score. The bowling figures don't read that good. Keval Dev didn't bowl as many overs as he would have usually. 18 for 1, 36 for 0 for Mohammad Azharuddin, 56 for 0 for Chris Srinkav, bowling for the first time in the tournament, 21 for 0 for Ravi Shastri, 40 for 0 for Chitan Sharma, 36 for 0 for Mahinder Singh, the main wicket taker Parit Bar. Although at times quite expensive, he came back in his second spell strongly and took 3 for 43. A very good performance from Parit Bar. Only Parit Bar and Keval Dev took 2 wickets and was 2 run-outs. 264 for 6. India had to chase down the highest total of the highest run chase of this World Cup. Only 4 times had the team batting second. Only 4 times had the team batting second 1-1 here in India. But they made it look so easy. They knocked the runs off in just 39 overs. Chris Srinkav, who bowled the final over of the Kenyan innings, hit 75 of 58 deliveries and set it up nicely. 65 of just 50 deliveries for Mohammad Azharuddin. But look at that, a first ever one-day international 100 from Sunil Gavaskar, who's now got 236 runs in the tournament in 4 matches and one of the leading run scorers. 123 not out off 111 balls. His first ever one-day international 100. And what an occasion that was. He got a magnificent ovation as he hit his 100. And without doubt, comfortably also man of the match. Nothing there for the Kenyan bowlers in the end. 69 for 0 for Adoyo. 48 for 0 for Jimmy Commander. 54 for 0 for Nedem Ombango. 46 for 0 for Alaya Otieno. And the only wicket taker, 1 for 50, was James Ngosh of Kenya. Final outcome of this match, Kenya versus India at Delhi. Kenya won the toss, selected to bat on a dry, hard pitch. They scored 264 for 6 from 50 overs. India very unconvincing in the field. They dropped 3 catches, including an horrendous drop catch from Gavaskar off Odoyo's thing. It went right through his hands. It was a dreadful, dreadful drop. There was a couple of drops from the standing wicket keeper as well in Dilip Venkasar. We all thought it was going to be difficult, but India chased runs down. They ended up scoring 268 for 1 in 39 overs. India winning comprehensively by 9 wickets. And unsurprisingly, man of the match for his 123 not out of 111 deliveries was Sunil Gavaskar of India. Just double checking that it was 123. India's highest ever run chase in their one-day international history. Not bad for a country that historically doesn't like chasing in World Cup cricket and in cricket in general. It's only the 9th time they've ever chased down a score, and it's comfortably their highest ever run chase. This is what it means. It sets them up nicely now. They're top of the group. If they beat England in 3 days' time, they'll finish top of Group 2, a full 100% record. They're in pole position now to finish top of the group, and their run rate would have done the world of good. Kenya are out of the World Cup by virtue of Sri Lanka and Holland have to play each other in a couple of days' time, and whoever wins that will be on 4 points. So Kenya's World Cup is over, but they've certainly gone down fighting. Tomorrow's match, Zimbabwe v West Indies. Zimbabwe's last match of this group stage. West Indies looking to go into pole position, at the top of Group 1 and into that potential group decider against Pakistan. Pakistan have got to play the Rebel South Africa 11 before then. But this is Zimbabwe's last match of the group stage tomorrow. Zimbabwe would like to cause an upset. If they do, it would guarantee their quarter-final place. If not, they'll have a little bit of a nervous wait to see what will happen between now and the end of the group stage. Let's have a look at the star players. Not really much to shout home about in terms of Kapil Dev's performance, even though he took a wicket. 236 runs now he's got in the tournament, Sunil Gavaskar. I think he could even be the leading run scorer in the tournament. Let's just have a look. And he weren't even picked for the star 20. Still no average. Didn't bat today, Kapil Dev. 126 average with a bat. Another wicket, 4 wickets in 4 matches, an average of 30. His average has gone up a little bit more here. As for Manjot Parikbar, 3 wickets today. He's now got 6 wickets in 4 matches, an average of 29. That average has gone down quite a bit. Obviously, he didn't bat. I'll just have a look at the leading run scorers in the tournament. The leading run scorer at the moment is Jeff Marsh for 243. Sunil Gavaskar is the second highest run scorer of 236, so he's 7 behind Jeff Marsh. But what a batting performance from India. I'll tell you what though, their bowling has a lot to be desired, and certainly their catching today will give Kapil Dev food for thought. Big match against England. England played brilliantly in this World Cup so far. That will be in 3 days' time. Tomorrow, West Indies versus Zimbabwe, or Zimbabwe versus the West Indies. Whoever West Indies win that match, it will set them up nicely for that group decider, which will be the final match of Group 1 between them and Pakistan. Pakistan would have to play the Rebel South Africa 11 meanwhile in between. But West Indies be looking for a win. Zimbabwe know if they beat the West Indies, they'll be in the quarterfinals. If not, they'll have a nervous wait to see who's going to win out of Ireland and New Zealand, and whether the Rebel South Africa 11 can get... Well, the Rebel South Africa 11, can't qualify because they can only get 2 points. So they have a nervous wait of the Ireland-New Zealand match. The winner of the Ireland-New Zealand match. If Ireland were to beat New Zealand, it would be a 3-way tie on 4 points. If Zimbabwe lost tomorrow and Ireland beat New Zealand, it would be a 3-way tie on 4 points. And I think one of Zimbabwe or New Zealand will get knocked out of the World Cup. But until then, for tomorrow's match, Zimbabwe versus West Indies, this should be Lawrence Howard reporting on the 1987 Cricket World Cup, being played here in India on Brian Lara Cricket on PlayStation. Until tomorrow, it's bye-bye from me.